Hello, everyone, and welcome to Soul Stained Ink. My name is Beth, and I am here today with my weekly reads situation. So I'm going to tell you what I've read over the last week, what I'm going to probably be reading next week, and I've got a tiny bit of a haul for you. I don't have all of the books that we bought, but that's fine. I'll tell you about that in a minute. First, I want to let you know that Fiona and I did complete the book Hymns and Homicides by Elizabeth Finney. I don't have a physical copy to show you, but I will show you the other three that we've buddy read by her, which are the three that are in the Cambridge Bookshop series. So we've got Chapter and Curse, A Treacherous Tale, and The Fatal Folio. The one we just completed was Hymns and Homicides, and we've both given it a 4 out of 5 star. Elizabeth Finney is one that is quickly becoming one of my favorite mystery authors. We did a live show on Wednesday talking about the Cambridge Bookshop series and about having started the Apron Shop series. And unfortunately, Elizabeth Finney was unable to come and speak with us, but she was apparently very lovely in the messages that she sent to Fiona, gave us a book, or is offering to send a book, gave us a giveaway for that. So I'm very grateful. She's just such a nice person, along with an author that writes characters that you feel like are your friends. So in Hymns and Homicides, which is the first in the Apron Shop series, we have a main character named Iris. I want to say Iris. But now I'm second guessing myself because this other series I'm about to talk to you about, the main character is Violet. And so now I'm like, wait a minute. So let's see. Shall we? Here is you can't really see it, but there is that. And I am counting this as my dressed to the nines, by the way. Fiona and I are going to be buddy reading. Yes, Iris Buckley. Aha, I knew it. Anyway, we are going to be buddy reading the rest of this series together as well. Iris Buckley is a seamstress. Her beloved grandfather passed away, and she decided to move back in with her grandmother in her hometown of Blueberry Cove in Maine. And so now they are opening a shop called Ruffles and Bows, handmade apron designs. And they are opening the shop in downtown Blueberry Cove. And then as they are in the basement of the shop, they end up discovering a skeleton, as one does. And Grandma recognizes the headscarf of a friend of hers from the 70s who disappeared. And it was the 70s. We thought she just moved on. However, Star Moonshine did not, in fact, move on to another town. She moved on off of this plane of existence. It was quite a ride. I feel like I know these characters. And Fiona and I agreed that it was a very good start, and we're looking forward to book 2. Now, other than that, I've been reading another flower named main character, and that is Amanda Flower's series, The Magical Bookshop. Now, I don't know. I think I told you about the first 2 books. So I finished last week. I finished book 3, which was based on, or the magical book was based on Little Women, and the title is Murders and Metaphors. So you can kind of see the cover there. Loved it. Also gave it a 4 out of 5, and I have now begun Verse and Vengeance, and it looks like this one is going to focus on the poetry of Walt Whitman as the magical title. that is going to help her solve whatever mystery is afoot. So, if you haven't read these or you haven't heard me talk about them, basically, Violet and her grandma have this magical bookshop. It's been handed down in the family, and it's very interesting to figure out like why it's magical. So I will let you discover that on your own. However, every once in a while, a book will fly across the room or suddenly magically change into a different book because that is the book that the customer needs. And in the very first book in this series, which I believe was called Chapters and Curse, Violet she comes home. She hasn't been home in 12 years. She comes home and a murder happens, and Emily Dickinson books just suddenly start showing up, and she realizes that she has to like try to figure out what the book is trying to tell her. It's a great series. Like I said, I am on book 4, and currently, as far as I'm aware, there are 5 books in the series. So I am really, really looking forward to finishing out what's out in this now. And this will probably be one of the authors that I go on to read her other series. I don't often do that. Usually what happens is I get sucked into a series, I read the whole series, and then I find somebody else. Now, Elizabeth Penny is an exception, obviously, but Amanda Flower might be as well. If the rest of her books read like this series reads, I would be very excited to continue on. And she's got like a sweet shop one, and I think she's got an Amish one. I know Elizabeth Penny has an Amish one, so if you're looking for mysteries to carry through Amish in April, Elizabeth Penny and Amanda Flower have got you covered. Now, like I said, that's all I've done. I had a very crazy busy week. In fact, I'm about to start chapter 4 in a book I told you guys 2 weeks ago that I was going to just power through during spring break because I'd have extra downtime. And you know, I really should have. You would think that not having to drive 74.5 miles in one direction to get to work, be there from 7:30 to 4:45, drive back, make detours to go and get to hang out with my family, all that jazz. You would think not doing all of that would leave me time to read, but no, it's been a crazy week. I'll tell you about it later. But Practical Potions and Premeditated Murder by Ren Jones. I'm only starting chapter 4, so I am going to continue plodding through this one, but I'm not going to guarantee that I'll finish it. Now, the Amanda Flowers books, I'll probably have both of those done by next week. But that's what I'm going to do. And then, of course, this was also spring break for my college courses. So this week, I'm going to get sucked back into it. As soon as I'm done with this video, I have to write an annotated bibliography and create a presentation for Othello that's due by midnight tonight, which I've got all my stuff. I've done all the research. I just didn't have time to write the anno bib or record earlier in the week. So it is what it is. Anyway, let's look at this. Now, today is St. Patrick's Day. I'm wearing green and I'm Irish. Don't come for me. All right. But my family lives in Shamrock. Shamrock has a carnival and vendors and a Miss Irish Rose contest and all sorts of things that go on. And so one of my friends has a freeze-dried business, and she had a booth, and I got freeze-dried banana chips. I got 2 bags of those. And then I got freeze-dried cinnamon apples. Looking forward to those. And I got freeze-dried, just regular apple slices. And I got freeze-dried fruit roll-ups. And I've never tried those. I'm going to try them. Freeze-dried pickles. And freeze-dried tahini watermelon. So some of these are new things. Like, I know I love her freeze-dried pickles because I love pickles. And I know I liked her apple slices. She didn't have any banana last year. I don't know if it's because she didn't make them or if she was just sold out. But like fruit roll-ups I hadn't tried. The watermelon she didn't have last year. So I'm excited to try those. She also has some freeze-dried jalapeno slices that I'm super excited about, but I forgot to grab them because the children were like, I want all this candy. That was just my bag, okay? There were 2 bigger bags that were for my children that I left with my parents and my children. So she's gonna bring me the jalapenos to school tomorrow. Now I have 2 books right here that I got for Elena, but really they're for me. Elena kept the other 2 books, but they were something about unicorns. I don't know. They're massive Usborne, like middle grade books. Melody got one that has a little wind up train, and as you flip the pages and there's a story and then there's like a train track and it's set into these thick pages and you wind up the train and it goes around the track. And she was super excited, and she didn't want me to show you guys because it was for her and Papa and I couldn't bring it home. But I got to have these 2 that I got for me that I brought home. So this one is The Wolves of Greycoat Hall by Lucinda Gifford. It says, Moravian wolves are sophisticated, thoughtful, and above all, polite, but they do have very large appetites. Young wolf Boris Greycoat is packed and ready for Scotland. But is Scotland ready for vacationing wolves? From spooky dungeons to angry millionaires, the Greycoat's first adventure is full of surprising discoveries. So I am super excited about this, and it has the cutest little illustrations and things in it, and I am super excited to read this, like I said. And it's got the McLupus family tree because they're Scottish wolves, so they're McLupus. It's hilarious. All right, and then the other one I got is The Mystery of the Clockwork Sparrow by Catherine Woodfine. Look at that awesome cover. All right, you were cordially invited to attend the grand opening of Sinclair's department store. Enter a world of bonbons, hats, perfumes, and mysteries around every corner. Wonder at the daring theft of the priceless Clockwork Sparrow. Tremble as the most dastardly criminals in London enact their wicked plans. Gasp as our bold heroines, Miss Sophie Taylor and Miss Lillian Rose, break codes, devour iced buns, and vow to bring the villains to justice. A splendid adventure awaits you. So yeah, this one doesn't have as many illustrations in it, but the end papers are cute. I really like those. And they do have a few they have a few like full page ones. And this just sounded fun to me, and it's another mystery. So I'm hoping that I can get to these before the end of the month because we're barely halfway through. So maybe I can finish 3 physical books plus all of my schoolwork and audiobooks. Yeah, I didn't get any flooring done, but I did get a tetanus shot. Went to the store about 18 times and to the doctor twice, once for my tetanus shot and once because the little one had an eye infection. We're all good now. My arm's still a little sore, but her eyes are fine. I'm so tired. Shouldn't spring break have let me be rested up? Of course not. All right. Well, I go back to school tomorrow, so I can definitely promise you that I'll be listening to the audiobooks at least. Hopefully I'll get some more done. I'd love to know what you've been reading. Have you read any more mysteries? Have you read anything that I mentioned? What's your favorite spring break memory? Do you still get spring breaks? I know some of us are teachers, some of us are parents. Do you get spring breaks? I don't know. Come talk to me in the comment section down below. I will talk to you again soon. Until next time, stay safe out there, guys.